Slave DiBiase.
Salute, salute, salute. Oh, let me fix you back here. You trying to hate on me right quick. There we go. Salute, salute, salute to everybody in the chat that just pulled up. It's another 420 sesh, meaning it's another live episode of the Offenders Initiative podcast. I am your illustrious host, Slave DiBiase, aka Slave Daniel Richards, aka Victor Von Slay, aka Tony Spark, aka got so many shades they thought I had a lazy eye. How we doing today, y'all? How we doing today? Any and everybody that might be here, thank y'all for pulling up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share alike with the live, man, because without that, I won't know that y'all like what I'm doing around here. You know what I'm saying? But it's another good 420. How y'all feeling today? Happy Monday to everybody. You feel me? Don't forget to tell me in the comments what you're smoking on, what you're smoking out of. I'm always looking for new flavors and new blunt wraps, new cigars, new papers to try. Please do not be shy. Tell me what you got going on because I'm trying to get where you're trying to get to. You feel me? But y'all see the caption right here, bro. J. Cole finally breaks silence on why he apologized to Kendrick Lamar. We got the Daredevil Born Again season 1 recap. We're gonna do a little quick recap because Daredevil Born Again season 2 drops tomorrow. Got to give y'all a recap on that, man, so y'all can know what's what with all of that. And yeah, we got the girl Latto. She's pregnant. Hey, guess what? I'm not impressed, not at all. Yeah. We're gonna get into it. And they saying Beyonce mama down there serving folks witches brew in the stars and it as gumbo. How dare you disrespect? I'm Cajun. I'm from Louisiana. How dare you disrespect gumbo? But yeah, I don't know, man. Where shall we start? Kind of feel like we should start with the with Miss Mulatto and her pregnancy. Congratulations and all of that. Y'all ready for that? Don't forget once again to like, comment, and subscribe, man. And let's get into it. Roll the fuck up. We smoking. Roll the fuck up. Check this out, y'all. This is by way of Sweet Niecy. Give her a like, comment, and subscribe as well. And let's check it out.
Oh no, for Latto to talk all that big mama shit in her lyrics on how she keep a nigga on a leash and a nigga under her fingernail. And
secret, what's going on?
Her time and attention, just for her to pop up pregnant by a nigga that's legally married and got 3 other kids is insane and it's very hypocritical. Y'all know me, I like to point out hypocrite. And my thing is this is just another statistic, another cycle of a pretty bitch who got a lot of money, who did the right things in her life, getting persuaded and motivated to do some dumb shit by a hood nigga. What was the point of all that preparation of getting into this position of being a millionaire, business owner, fashion designer, influencer, all these different titles that people can give you just for you to be now known as another rapper's baby mama? Like, it doesn't matter. Your career, niggas is only going to know you as the nigga's baby mama now. You're not even the first. Like, that's the shit that pisses me off, bro. And I'll be looking at this shit as like one of these niggas, one of these hoes pops. Like, if I was this bitch pops, I would stop talking to her. I swear.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm with bro on this one. When I was coming up, man, like being a girl being anybody's side thing, she wasn't trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? And if you were somebody's side junk, you know, you had the decency and the respect for yourself and that man's family to keep it on the low. This is a totally different generation that I do not know nothing about. Women are happy being somebody else's side hooker. Supposedly, this girl is pregnant by 21 Savage, who happens to be a married man with 3 kids. Let's continue.
God, because what was all that preparation for you to go out here and get pregnant by a hood nigga that already got 3 other kids? Bitch, ain't no dick that good that you going against everything we done worked hard for to put you in position for you to just throw it all away to become a single mom. You stupid bitch.
Salute to the chat.
Before you carry is not an outdated concept, and if a lot of y'all chose to listen, you would stop yourselves from looking like a fool. Now, Latto announced that she was pregnant, and of course, her dumbass fans are in the comment section congratulating her. Now, allegedly, she's pregnant by 21 Savage, the same 21 Savage that's married with 2 children.
Jessica Adams, salutes. Jessica Adams 4902. What's wrong? What's wrong?
A woman getting pregnant by a married man is nothing to congratulate.
Mm.
And this is why I can't fool with a lot of these celebrities because they can do the dumbest shit and their fans will go cheering them on. Like they actually done something big. Lotto is a pretty girl who has money. In 2026, why the fuck would you think that you needed to get pregnant by a married man? There is not a shortage of men out here. And actually, she would get a good, she has a good selection of men that she can pick from because she already has her own money.
No, no. Why would she go and get a good selection of men that she can pick from when she can get some roach face already married bastard to father her fucking child, her first kid at that? She used this as an album rollout. I don't care what anybody has to say right now. This is filthy work. You're using your bastard motherfucking pregnancy as a rollout. This is crazy to me, man. What happened to the decency? What happened to shame? Can we bring back shame? This is shameful.
But these are the decisions they decide to make. And then the younger generation, they go flocking behind them because they think she did something big, and now they want to go get pregnant by married men. Y'all crazy and do better. As a celebrity with a fucking following, this is the shit that you do.
Y'all ladies in y'all 20s and early 30s and all that, please do not follow behind these celebrities. Her, Cardi B, Summer Walker, whoever else is telling you how these niggas operate nowadays. Yo, don't be like this. Don't be like this because you're going to get the short end of the stick every time. Now, like my man said, she's going to be known as somebody baby mama instead of her actual music talent. Now, I don't listen to pussy rap. I don't listen to it. I hate girls rapping. It's trash to me. You know what I'm saying? Unless they came out in the 90s or any time before that. But yeah, this
crazy.
And all y'all birds who seen up here congratulating Lotto, she did all this talking about how
I just
she
love how all the women are stepping up. Salute to the real women that are stepping up saying that this is disgusting. Salute.
one touched and she big mama no kids and her body count and her man whole time. You a baby mama, not even the first baby mama, to a married man who's a rapper. I'm just so confused because you had all this good stuff going for you. You could pop it, but now you want people to get with the whole big mama one kid trend. I
Trash.
don't respect that, nor do I praise that because that is bird mentality. You talked about how you had the
Big Bird.
500. What a 500 sister? Going on.
They tan her ass up, y'all. Woo.
Yes, I'm a hater. I hate the fact that a beautiful young woman has built her.
Hold on. Are people now being labeled as haters if they're hating on the fact that she got pregnant by a married man? You're being called a hater now? I'm a hater all day, man.
Herself up from the ground up to end up a baby mother number 3 to a nigga who is still legally married to his baby mother number 2. And yeah, I'm a hater. I am hating on the fact that she could have done better. She didn't need his money. She didn't need him. She could have done better. But hey, what do I know? We're just setting examples for young women and we're just making sure that all men know as long as you got that bag and you putting that money in their hand, you could get any bitch you want. You can make any bitch you.
So all you got to do is have a little bit of money and the girl will just go. That's basically what I'm seeing in today's generation. You could look like the back of a monkey's ass. And as long as you got the bag, a girl gonna go and she gonna go for you the strong way. It's nasty.
Want a baby mother. Well, at least now he got Lotto as a baby mama. He won 21. You that nigga for real. Honestly, that's who I'm really like. That nigga right there. He's the one. He got that bitch. Now she's his.
He is not the one. Because most of the time, if you got you a little side joint, she's supposed to shut the fuck up. And you're not supposed to have no babies with her, nigga. You gonna knock off a bitch that's not your wife raw and get her pregnant? All right, bro.
Baby mama number 3. He won.
Humiliation to the highest degree. This woman has spent years.
This is her album cover, y'all. This is literally her album cover. She's using this as a motherfucking album rollout. It's disgusting. You got that woman, husband, baby in you right now. It is nasty. Come on, man. I just want us as a community, bro. Like, I want us to respect each other. Do better. This ain't right. But that's that other side of her. That's what that is. That's making this okay.
with some of the cockiest raps, only to make this type of move that goes against everything that she told us about relationships and dating, and how, oh, that must be your only nigga and I'll never trap you, and none of these niggas are worth my womb. Humiliation. The industry is run by trickster spirits. So
Trickster
they
spirits.
do this thing where they can smell how desperate you are. And so they tell you what they tell everyone else. We need an offering. Pick which
Oh
one
no,
you
not
want
they
to
trying to
do.
say that 21 is introducing mulatto because he trying to initiate her into that little secret society they got in Hollywood of Diddyism.
You want to give. And a lot of them go this route. They love their family. They don't want to give them up. So they go this route. They don't know this person. This is a random person. It's easy to just do this. But I know a lot of people who gave a lot, whether it was their mother or this or something else, their soul, their whole, they gave a lot,
Their
and it
soul or
still
their
didn't get them where they wanted to be.
hold on. We ain't gonna act like she ain't just say that. Somebody done gave up their soul or their whole. Whoa. I don't want to be famous that bad. And also, I don't want to be in a relationship that bad that I'm disrespecting everybody around me. Oh, look, I's married now. I's pregnant now. The I's pregnant face. Stupid.
So this is career suicide. She just went against everything that she rapped about. And the deeper meaning of this all is to push this type of bullshit on you, on young, impressionable women. It's to push that it's okay to be a married man's whore, to be nothing more than a sneaky link, to
Mm.
be sucking peen under the bleachers and hiding, and
Sucking peen under the bleachers. This is how you got people talking about you, sweetheart. After all that work you put in with them albums, after you being on JD shit, the rap game, now all you known as 21 Savage baby mama. I don't feel sorry for her.
no commitment and baby mama, blah blah blah. That's why she's doing this. If Lotto had never signed to a major label, she wouldn't be doing this. But this is what comes along with that level up. I continue to tell you that her and 21 Savage are not a real relationship. He is here to initiate her. It just is what it is.
Mm.
But she cannot blame Nikki when this doesn't work out for her, because it's not going to work out for her. The only people who will support her are people who live like this. Anybody with self esteem and self respect are not going to continue to support Lotto. It's bad enough she's been rolling around as a white passing woman in a black scent. This is her final.
I did not say that. You said she's she's rolling around masquerading as a black woman with black scent. That's crazy. But also accurate.
Final losing ticket. And I see it so much with artists who want it so bad that they don't even read the contract. They don't even listen to the deal that they're being given. They just want it so bad. And on her struggle, height to the top, she just eliminated herself from the game. This is not going to work out for her. Goodbye, Lotto. This is your final losing ticket.
What if her album comes out and it's trash? Is it really over for Lotto after this? What with this whole entire bird brain rollout she got? Is it really over for her after this? Y'all tell me in the comments.
Big mama, one kid, did all that talk to be a statistic? Here's my thing. You was untouchable. You wasn't ran through. You bragged about all of this stuff just to end up being the baby mama to a rapper who may or may not still be married and got 3 kids already. That's a L. It's just like I told y'all before. Oh,
Just love how all of these beautiful melanated creatures are stepping up to address this filth. I love it, man. I love it. Bring back shame, bring back respectable women. I remember when, if you would imagine, you would look at a girl and you would just imagine what she possibly looked like naked if you was into her, right? Now you don't have to imagine. You go right on one of her pages and she busting it open. This is a whole different crazy generation to me, man. Like the things that people praise were never praised when I was coming up. This is horror in motion to the infinity power.
a woman's pretty privilege, most of the time, she never uses it to her full advantage the way a man who is at the top 1% of men use their privilege. A top 1% man is always going to go for the best of the best women that he possibly can get, but not 1% women, not women who are like a Lotto where she's racially ambiguous and she appeals to all different types of men and she could have possibly had whatever she wanted
and she still chose to be the baby mama of a man who already got 3 kids.
She called her racially ambiguous. That is hilarious.
These young girls don't have any type of female musicians and rappers to look at as like inspiration because they all getting baby mama. Every single one of them.
Nope, and they don't listen to other or to the older women that might be around them, the OG that might be around them. If y'all can remember Felicia Rashad, old school, you know what I'm saying? Claire Huxtable was on the Breakfast Club, and she said, "Don't no man want no woman showing all her titties, her back, and her ass, and all that. Motherfuckers want somebody respectable." And y'all out there, this generation out there, toe her up like Claire Huxtable said something wrong.
We didn't grow up like that. All of the girls that we grew up with, whether it be singers, rappers, either they didn't get married, didn't have kids, or they ended up getting married and having children. Whether it worked out or not, they still at least tried. And that's the image that we got to see, is at least women trying. But I tell you one thing, when y'all professional baby mamas started coming into them comment sections and calling Latto's pregnancy, I knew y'all wasn't lying. Y'all don't never be wrong about these pregnancies. Y'all have been pregnant enough times to know the signs of when y'all see them. Y'all are never wrong. Whenever you get into a comment section and you see a bunch of baby mamas ganged up together saying that a girl is pregnant, that girl is pregnant. It's only a matter of time for she announced it, but them professional baby mamas had already clocked it.
Sheesh, professional baby mamas. That's what you want to be known as?
That's why I don't listen to people when they be rapping, like what they be talking about in their raps, because what happened to the 500 that Latto said she had?
Okay.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the reason that you guys are okay with what's going on with Latto being pregnant by an actively currently married man with 3 kids, the reason that you guys are okay with that, but you guys are not okay with Clarissa and Papoose, who were literally active in separation when he was with Clarissa and in the middle of divorcing.
Oh, no. We're not finna do that. We're not finna do that, sweetie. I'm not sure what's your name. Sky Montclair. We're not finna do that, Miss Sky. Clarissa ain't no fucking better. You went and got with a whole married man and you flexing the relationship as if he's like really yours, if it's cemented, as if this man is not on anybody else's papers. It's all horritory emotion. It's all horritory emotion. Until that person is divorced, they're married. I don't care what type of situation they telling you they got. I wouldn't advise getting with a motherfucker who tell I'm going through a divorce and you know what I'm saying, we can still date. I'm separated from my husband. I'm separated from my wife. Don't fall for that shit, man. Because my thing is, it don't take that long to get no motherfucking divorce when you really want to do it. There's ways it can be done. Please believe.
When he was with Clarissa, is because of colorism. You guys force the hate on Clarissa Shields because she's a dark-skinned woman, and you guys like to masculinize her, and that is why she's the villain in your story. But when it comes to Latto, it is okay because she's palatable. When it comes to Scotty, it's okay because she's palatable. Y'all see, it's a common theme here, right?
None of this is okay, Sky. I'm letting you know that. None of this is okay. We all sitting back here saying all of y'all some whores.
But when it was Brene, pitchforks. Y'all see how you guys are inconsistent? Because you're fucking weirdos. You guys are fucking colorist ass bitches. And it's very sick that I've watched you guys bring literally. No, Brene's a bad example because she's weird. But y'all know what I'm trying to say.
And that's pretty much the gist of it, man. You know what I'm saying? Moral of the story is, man, find your own, get your own, because you're gonna end up just like this bird brain over here, pregnant with somebody by somebody else's husband, and you've had your brain warped into thinking that it's okay. It's not okay. It's whorish. If I was her father, who I know for a long time, her father was her manager. He has to be fired or something because there's no way he let this go on. There's just no way he let this go on. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me in the comments, man, how y'all feeling about this one. If y'all had Latto status or whatever, and y'all was on the same type of road or the route that she was on, y'all had the same type of status that she was on, would you be getting pregnant by a married man, a questionably married man? Would you be getting pregnant by anybody? You know what I'm saying? Y'all just let me know. Don't put in all this hard work just to get tore down because you can't keep your little fish hole closed. That's all I'm gonna say to y'all ladies, man. But moving right along, man. The boy J. Cole, he finally, after 2 years of the Kendrick Lamar battle with Drake coming to a close, he has finally addressed why he got out there and apologized to Kendrick Lamar. He finally addressed why he became vagina cookies, because that's my word for him. He's vagina cookies. He finally addressed why he apologized to Kendrick Lamar. I don't like no apologies. This is rap. It's a battle. Get in the ring. You can't call yourself one of them and you scared to get in the ring. You making disses and then erasing them and all that. I'm gonna tell you what it was. J. Cole probably got some allegedly, you know what I'm saying? He could possibly have some skeletons in his closet that he did not want to come out. And somebody gave that man a call and said, hey, this battle with old boy is finna go somewhere left that you're not even ready for. I suggest you mind your business. And he thought about it. I do be fucking with a couple of hoes, man. Let me go ahead and chill out before my little secret get found out. I understand it, but it's still vagina cookies to me. It's a rap battle when you bowed out. You apologizing to niggas, man. We not doing all that. Let's see what J. Cole got to say, man. Hold on. He addresses it. Here we go. This is by way of HSJ Shop. Give them a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's check out what Mr. Vagina Cookies had to say here.
Before you made the apology, the 5 minutes, the 5 hours before, was it something that you had really thought of and planned? Or did you get on the stage and felt like, I need to do this?
No, it hit me an hour before.
Okay.
But before that, I was stressing the fuck out but in the moment that the idea came to me, like via God, it's like, oh man, I lifted and I got light and I got excited. I got so excited because, you know, to tell you the 2 or 3 days before that, it was like, oh my, nah, this is terrible because I felt like I misrepresented myself. You know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden I'm giving life to division and to a negative storylines or negative perceptions on somebody that I fuck with and got love for. You know what I mean? Somebody that I like care about. And it's like, oh shit. In my mind, of course, I mean, I could take you back to, we know why that happened in the first place, but just to answer your question, that shit had me feeling terrible because I'm like, oh my God, like this shit is nasty. This shit don't feel right. And of course, leading up to it, when I was doing it, it made sense. Actually, I can't really say it made sense, but in a moment where I wasn't clear, like we were just talking about, I chose to do something that didn't align. It's like putting on the fucking outfit, the Versace sweater or whatever. In a moment where I wasn't clear, I chose to
be vagina cookies. That's what you chose to be. It was a battle and you bowed out because you didn't want to get cooked, whether lyrically or you didn't want all this personal shit coming up. Because, you know, if you watch battle rap, that's a part of battle rap. Bars, performance, personals. You didn't want to get hit with all them personals. You seen what happened when Drake and Kendrick really went at it and it was just them two after he bowed out. It got really personal. You didn't want nothing happening to your family. And if that's the case, I commend you for bowing out. You saved your little secret. You ain't want Kendrick to put out to your wife what you be doing out here at these shows and all that. I get what's going on. I see you, J. Cole. You still vagina cookies, but I see you.
Go this way for reasons that I could tell you about. But all you need to know right now is like, yo, I felt miserable about it. Like literally, like my whole demeanor, my whole shit, my wife could tell. And so I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go on the stage and like come out here and pretend almost like people think that I'm represented. Mike Delete Later had just dropped. It's the biggest news. Not saying Mike Delete Later is, but just the drama of all of this is the big.
Hold up. Looks like we have a hater in the comments. Let me give you the shine that you think you got. Who's the lame nigga. And you watching this lame nigga. Suck my dick. Anything else? Anything else you want? Suck my dick. It's big and black and it's got a lot of veins. Suck my dick. Yeah. You come on this channel, I'm getting you out of here. You do any sort of hate in the comments, I'm getting you out of here. This is my show. Suck my dick.
Biggest news happening, and I'm coming out as a representative of what the fuck they just heard. It's like, oh, nah. So an hour before, it was like, oh, aha. Like, yo, in a very loud manner, you know, on a very public forum on your album, you said some shit you didn't believe in. Now you got the opportunity to go on a bigger forum, you know what I mean? A bigger stage is being live.
I can't get behind this because as soon as them shots came your way, you did drop a song. And then you deleted it afterwards. You didn't want to be in the battle. Vagina cookies.
Live stream and say something that you believe in. And in that moment, I'm like, oh, thank you, God. Like, I told my wife, she the only one I told. I ain't telling nobody else. I was like, yo, this one I'm about to go do. She start crying because she know how I feel about him.
She started crying. She started crying because she has what she thought was a strong man, one of the lyrical tyrants of this generation, and he's bowing out of a rap battle. That's why she crying, because you a sucker. That's why she crying. Your wife wanted you to battle, nigga.
You know what I mean? Like she knows, and she saw how it was weighing on me the 2-3 days before that. She could see in my whole energy, and she would even ask me, and I'm just like, yeah, I got a lot going on right now. Like, so when I go and do it, I felt even better than I felt knowing I was gonna do it. I felt like, if you'd have seen me that night, man, mind you, the demeanor of everybody around me.
I was just gonna say,
Like, damn, nigga, like my man Barry.
Oh man, I'm in a rap battle and I actually have to say something back. Oh, all this talk. How many times has Cole said on a record that if you put him in the ring with anybody, he gonna get them out of there? And then when it was time for you to show it, you bowed out and apologized. Pop shit apologized, nigga. Just ask Cole.
From since the 80s, you know, he Earth Gang, signed Earth Gang, and yeah.
He'll always keep it real with you.
100%. That's my nigga. Like he but he just sitting there like, he like, you a good dude, man. But he's almost disgusted about it.
He's disgusted because he wanted you to battle.
Like he's almost hurt about it. And if you would have saw me, I'm just like, bro, like I feel amazing because now the world knows how I really actually feel.
Now the world knows I'm vagina cookies. Bruh. That's all I say. That's all I hear in this. They gonna know. No. This was a battle and you bowed out of it, J. Cole. It's nasty work, man. Hey, stop calling yourself one of the top MCs. Stop considering yourself as the big three and all of that. When it comes time to battle and you bow out, that's not no real MCing. Every MC that you know that has some sort of motherfucking prominence in the rap game, they've had a battle. Think about it. All your favorite rappers have had some sort of battle. They never bowed out. They never stood on a stool and apologized to a nigga. It's a battle. Scared of something? Vagina cookies. Trash. But y'all tell me in the comments how y'all feel about that, man. I don't want to hear no more apologizing from J. Cole. Trash, man. But yeah. Yo, have y'all heard about Beyonce Mama Tina Knowles and her gumbo that she was selling at the Houston rodeo? And it's supposedly making a lot of her customers sick. Yeah. And it pains me because Tina Knowles is actually from Louisiana. She's supposed to know how to make gumbo. Women from Louisiana come out the womb knowing how to make gumbo. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, but we're going to check it out. Let's see what's going on here. This is by way of B with the T. Give her a like, comment, and subscribe. Mama Tina's gumbo shut down by the health department. Here's what we know.
Houston Health Department has shut Mama Tina's gumbo down at the rodeo. Now, y'all know Mama Tina has been all the rave online because of the mixed reviews that she had gotten from her gumbo. Now, it had been a few people coming out saying that the gumbo had made them very sick. It was some people saying that the gumbo was nasty. The gumbo looks like
that don't even look right. She made that gumbo with Flint, Michigan water. That don't look like no gumbo. I can just tell right now. It's supposed to be darker.
Swamp water. It was people accusing Miss Tina of being a witch and casting a spell or putting her hoodoo, voodoo, or whatever they said that she practiced all up in that gumbo. Now, how do we get to the health department shutting her booth down? Well, a woman went viral online because she actually reported her booth after she got extremely sick from eating her gumbo. Now,
Dom, what's going on? Everybody that's here in the chat, man, please go and visit that man's page. He does all sorts of Zod content. Real good dude. He says, you've been keeping up with Beauty in Black. If you check out my last live from Friday, I gave a little review of the last little portion of Beauty in Black. I'm definitely keeping up with that show. Can't wait till season 3 comes out.
She said that she was throwing up blood and everything. Now, I'm going to play the clip. The woman is showing a text message from someone from the Houston Health Department verifying that they shut it down. Now, before I play this clip, I want to go ahead and verify. Y'all, I am very nosy. And being that I live in Houston, I went ahead and called them, and I can verify that this woman is not lying. I spoke to a manager. He verified that they came out there twice, the last time being on March 17th, and they did shut her booth down. So the text message is not fake. I'm
going to tell y'all right now, stop eating shit and subscribing to certain things just because a celebrity is behind it. Mama Knowles is over here using her daughter and her son-in-law's name to sell pussy on this. Now let me stop. She out here selling gumbo at the Houston rodeo in a little shack. Like she don't have money to get like an actual restaurant. What's going on in their family? I've been hearing little twos and fews that Beyonce and Jay-Z are having some financial problems. Could Mama Knowles be here selling gumbo to help with the family problems? Because sheesh, they've been having like financial family problems from what I'm hearing. It's nasty. Bet. Gotta rewatch. I didn't catch that part, but hope all is well. Of course, all is well, my boy. Roll up, smoke up. Let's do it.
Verified that Justin did in fact text her to give this woman an update and let her know that they did in fact shut down Mama Tina's gumbo booth. But y'all take a look at what she said.
So you guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that gumbo is what made me sick.
Hold on, we're gonna let her finish.
Told you all I called.
Good morning, Erica. This is Justin with the Houston Health Department. I was calling you to give you an update on the complaint filed against Mama Tina's Gumbo at the rodeo. In short, the temporary establishment was closed due to inaccuracy between their permit application and their actual food preparation.
Call the health department. It says, good morning, Erica. This is Justin with the Houston Health Department. I was calling to give you an update on the complaint filed against Mama Tina's Gumbo at the rodeo. In short, the temporary establishment was closed due to inaccuracy between their permit application and the actual food preparation they were conducting. We also discarded all gumbo on site due for the same reason, as well as the food being...
Hold on, it's so bad that the rest that they had, they made them throw it away?
Stored inside unapproved containers, and we cannot verify proper cooling methods for pre-cooked batches of gumbo. At this time, they are not allowed to operate until a new application is submitted. A health officer can verify proper food preparation on site, and the permit is approved and fees paid.
Okay. I'm also hearing that it was 80 degrees outside at the Houston rodeo. Who the fuck is eating gumbo outside at 80 degrees? Y'all know y'all stomach finna be bubbling, let alone they saying she didn't put these things in the proper cooling containers and all of that sorts. I don't know what Mickey Mouse operation Tina Knowles put together here, but it got folks sick.
So I'm about to call their office, and this is the complaint ID that I filed.
And y'all, I don't even know if they're going to reapply for a permit, because I don't even know if Mama Tina is going to want to come back next year.
Do not apply for another permit. You are making people sick. You're putting people in the hospital. You got a customer said that they was coughing up blood. You're not supposed to eat no gumbo and be coughing up blood. It's some voodoo in there. Num yo horenge cho. She got something going on in there. You know, they saying her and her daughter be witches now. Y'all got to watch. You can't eat everybody food. Ain't your mom ever told you that? You can't just eat everybody food, bruh.
The way that y'all went in on her gumbo. Now, the rodeo does end this Sunday, so I mean, it really wouldn't make sense to apply again for this year. But I'm wondering if she is going to try to come back next year. But I would be surprised if she did. I mean, it was just too much negative backlash coming in about that gumbo. But I'm going to play the rest of this woman's TikTok so you guys can understand what's really going on and how sick this gumbo allegedly actually made her. Now, some people were saying that she should go ahead and sue Mama Tina. Y'all, this is such a crazy situation. Now, she was not the first person to get sick behind this gumbo.
Should she sue Mama Tina, y'all, after getting sick the way that she's been getting sick along with other customers? Do they have the right to sue? I would say yes. Sue her motherfucking ass.
allegedly. But I want you guys to take a listen, y'all. Listen to her story. And y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. But that's all I have for you, and I'll talk to you later.
We outside. KK. We out.
POV, you tried Mama Tina's gumbo, and that's all you ate, and you ended up with food poisoning before going home. Sheesh.
Outside. We at the rodeo.
Wow, John.
They don't have it in there.
This is what she was cooking the gumbo out of, y'all.
Oh wait, is that not right?
Step on.
Now, of course, you could tell everybody that they dummies for eating that hot ass food in 80-degree weather. You know, chili and gumbo is for, like, you know what I'm saying, when they get a little cold outside or whatever. But ain't no gumbo supposed to be making nobody go to the hospital, man. I'm from Louisiana. I ain't never had no gumbo that made me go to the hospital and or cough for blood.
I'm sorry.
You didn't. Yeah. So I went to the doctor today. They gave me this. I have to poop in here.
Whoa.
Then I have to use this scooper that's inside of that one, scoop it in there. I have to put this in the freezer. Then I have to put the poop or the diarrhea.
Nah, man. All this after eating some gumbo. Mama Tina, I'm suing your ass. You got the poop in a thing, and then yeah, TMI. You got the poop in a little container and then scooping into this one for observation up, man. I'm suing your motherfucking ass. I'm sorry.
In these tubes as well. This is 8 different tubes that I have to fill up with shit. They also drew my blood. Okay. They drew my blood to make sure they basically testing for everything. So whatever it is that made me sick, we're going to find it out ASAP.
Now hold on now. This did take place in Houston. You know, they saying Houston, Atlanta, and North Carolina is the they big on AIDS, HIV, and herpes right now. So imagine you eating some gumbo going and you thinking you done got sick, and there's some totally other shit that you done did because you out here being all willy-nilly.
They told me it could take a week for the labs to come back. I've already put in the request for the official report, the official inspector report from the health department. Since people are saying, oh, that's not the health department that texts me, it is. Why would I get on the internet to just lie about some shit? If it was just nasty, I would have said that. And then people talking about, oh, you don't like Beyonce. It has nothing to do with liking Beyonce. I love Beyonce.
Beyonce didn't cook the motherfucking gumbo. Her mama did. Her mama not cooking that.
In fact, we're related on my dad's mother's side. Like, literally, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with that. I became violently ill after eating the gumbo. It has everything to do with the fact that the health department shut the stand down because the food was handled improperly. When I spoke to the health department, the man, his name is Justin, he's the inspector. And I told him what went on with me. He went out there the exact same day. They went out there immediately. They saw things that were wrong. They were supposed to be preparing the gumbo at a nearby restaurant that was approved, licensed on the permit. They were not cooking the fucking gumbo at the licensed place. They were cooking it at an unlicensed place, moving it to another unlicensed place. Go sit down, Snoopy. Then moving it to the rodeo. Get on the couch and sit down.
Gumbo might be one of those things that also don't travel well because it has seafood in it and things of that nature. Yeah, improper cooling, the fact that it's 80 degrees outside. That gumbo might have spoiled. You know what I'm saying? And you feeding spoiled gumbo to people, hell yeah, their stomach finna be tore up. And if you knew that, why would you eat there? Because it's Beyonce, mama. That's why they want to eat there. Stop eating everybody cooking. Stop following behind these motherfucking celebrities, bro. You're going to end up in the hospital shitting in the bedpan.
They're moving it to the rodeo. They found foods that were supposed to be frozen that were not frozen, meaning if something is supposed to be frozen, it's not frozen. Food poisoning. They didn't test the gumbo. They didn't do any of that. They shut it down. They made them throw all of the gumbo away, and they made them stop serving. Okay? If the health department shuts you down,
that means that you were not on the up and up. You were not doing the proper things. There's no way, if you're doing the correct things as you stated in your permit, that the health department can come in and shut you down. Okay. I have no reason to lie. I told y'all the complaint ID number is literally up there. Y'all talking about HIPAA this, HIPAA that. HIPAA is when you go to the doctor, that doesn't allow your doctors to give your information out. The health department deals with public health. It's public record. Anybody can get those records. That's why I posted the complaint ID number. So if you guys are so concerned about the truth, call the Houston Health Department, give them the complaint ID number, and they will literally tell you everything the report says. Or you can go online and you can order the official report as well, because as I stated,
ain't nobody doing all that. We don't need to order no reports because you're not the only person, ma'am, that has reported that they have gotten sick behind this gumbo. She leave the bay leaves in there, y'all. She leave the bay leaves in there. That's how I know she don't know how to cook. Take them bay leaves out, man. Who the fuck want to crunch on a goddamn leaf off the damn tree when they eating their gumbo? I've never.
It's public record because they're serving the public.
Okay, y'all. So as y'all can see, my eyes are swollen. I don't know if y'all can really just tell. Like,
her eyes is swollen. They are. I'm looking at them. Look at them eyelids, y'all. Them eyelids is folded over, overly. You're not supposed to get all that from eating no gum, but that was something else.
I don't know. My eyes are swollen. I'm fucked up. Extreme. Like, I got the bubble guts. I took all type of diarrhea medicine. Like, all type of medicine to get better, and I'm not better. So we get to the rodeo. I just literally just got off the phone with the health department, and I told them what happened to me, and I told them all I ate before going was a bag of Cheeto Puffs, and when I was there, the only thing I drank was a bottle of water. And I paid $5 for a bottle of water and $27 for Mama Tina gumbo, the seafood gumbo with the blue crab and shrimp.
$27 for a cup of death? Y'all paid $27 for that trash. It's a line. It was a line outside of her shack, all because this Beyonce mother. Well, y'all outside of that damn shack because it's Beyonce mom, or did y'all actually want some gumbo? Because I'm trying to get everybody's murder and Miranda's here as to why you would want to eat gumbo at 80-degree weather, and why do you want it from Tina Knowles? Would y'all went and got the gumbo if it was somebody that you motherfucking knew?
Chicken and the sausage. So okay, my lips is dry. So we get there. I eat the gumbo. It was soupy as water. Keep in mind, I got this phone, and y'all saw this phone in the video. So I have two phones in my hand. Got my gumbo in his hand. We walk in. I'm trying to hold this and trying to eat or whatever. But as soon as we got it, I'm like, okay, it's moving like water. So I'm like, okay, it looked like it's watered down for real. But I'm like, okay, we still gonna try it, because the whole reason why my dumb ass went to even much go try the gumbo was because me and my mama got into an argument, because my mama just.
No, you wanted to go try because it's Beyonce mama. I just wish everybody would tell the truth, man. It's seeming like this generation goes off of nothing but popularity, bro.
Like, okay, y'all, you were related. My daddy been telling me since I was a kid, like we related to them on his mother's side, on my daddy mama's side, and they was invited to the family reunion, but they didn't come. But they were invited to the family reunion. So okay, I'm like, okay, that's my mama's like, that's your people. They from Louisiana. Anybody from Louisiana know how to cook gumbo?
They from Louisiana. Them your peoples. They know how to cook gumbo. Obviously not. Dom says most people wouldn't eat something that looks nasty for real. Nah, they was over here trying to give Beyonce mama a chance. Trash. Look, your stomach paying for it. Your body paying for it right now. Your body is paying for popularity and trends. I just want y'all to understand that.
It's this, da da da. So I'm from Houston, but all my people on both sides is from Louisiana. New Iberia, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, like literally everywhere. So okay, I get the gumbo. I'm like, okay, this is like a soup. But I'm like, okay, I just spent $27. So I already got it like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna eat the fucking gumbo. So I ate the meat out of it. Then when it was at the end, it was just the rice and the broth. I threw that away. And so I'm like, okay, that shit nasty. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay. The reason why I tried it is I'm like, they always, people, y'all go eat McDonald's, y'all go eat all type of bullshit, but y'all don't never speak up on them. The white people businesses. I don't even know if I can say that on TikTok. But then when it comes to a black woman, they always trying to tear a black woman down. They always, you know what I'm saying? So
we ain't trying to tear no black woman down, sweetie. It's just the shit nasty. It's okay to say something nasty and you didn't enjoy it. It is okay to tell the truth. That woman don't know how to cook and she poisoned all of y'all. It's okay to say that. It's really okay.
I'm like, okay, these motherfuckers is lying in the reviews. It's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way. So eat the gumbo. It's 3:30 when I eat the gumbo. By 10 o'clock, I'm starting to feel like, I keep burping. Every time I burp, I taste the gumbo. I'm like, okay, I'm hot. First I was hot. I was sweating. And
Mama knows gumbo giving instant AIDS out there. Motherfuckers talking about they hot, they losing weight, throwing up.
It was cool outside. It wasn't cold, but it was cool. It was a nice little breeze when the sun went down. So, okay, whole bunch of shit. Fight broke out. People started running. Had to escape behind the damn tent through the back way. That's a whole nother story. Oh, my God. So, okay, we get out the rodeo. We leave. We finally get in the Uber. We get back to the car. At this time, it's like 10 o'clock. Or 10, almost 11. I'm feeling sick.
And you shit on yourself in the Uber. That's basically where this story is going to lead to.
We in the car. And so as soon as we got back to our car, I'm like, hold on, pull over. I got to throw up. I got to throw up. We had to go back because somebody left his keys. Went back, got the keys. When we went back, I got out the car again. I'm like, hold on, I got to throw up. Y'all, something don't feel right. My mouth is watery. Like, I don't feel good. Like, something ain't right with me. Like, so, okay, get in the car. We driving again. I'm like, okay, pull over. I got to throw up. Get out. As soon as the motion stops, it's like, okay, I'm good. I don't have to throw up. Get back in the car. They like, okay, we just gonna get you some bags just in case you gotta throw up. We gonna get you some bags. So they give me the little store bags or whatever. And so I got the double bag. I'm sitting in the back seat. I'm just like, ooh, let me just lean back and just try to make it. Because I parked at my friend's house. I'm like, let me just make it to my truck, make it to my friend's house. So, because it was 4 of us. They had went, the people y'all saw in the video. So I'm like, okay.
You was on your way to your friend's house to blow up her bathroom. I can see it in your face. Sister got a thick ass neck. I know she was in there about to blow up them folk bathroom.
Okay, I need to get hold my shit together at least because I did not want to throw up. He had a nice little car, sports car. I don't want to throw up in here. So we almost, I stay in Cypress, we almost to my house, I say by 2 miles, 2.5 miles from my house. And next thing you know, it just started coming up. And I'm not thinking, I should have told him to record me while I was throwing up, but I couldn't even much talk. Like, I don't know, y'all. Like, it was like an out of body experience. Like, I thought I was going to die. Like, I swear to God, on everything I love.
It was like an outer body experience. Imagine describing somebody's food and you getting sick and saying it's an outer body experience. That's right, Jamie. Stop eating everybody fucking food. Like I said, y'all mama ain't never told y'all that. Y'all don't go to eating everybody motherfucking cooking, man. It's certain things that you need to be present or actually know that person and watch them cook because everybody ain't right. They've been eating witch soup. Hell yeah, made with Flint, Michigan water.
Like, it's so crazy. I get out the car because it's a 2-door. I had to climb out the car. I'm all in the bag. I'm drop the bag and I'm throwing up on side the damn shit. And next thing you know, I start spitting. And when I'm spitting, I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, oh shit, there's blood. And it tasted like blood because it was like metallic.
Oh nah, that's witchcraft. Mama knows and them doing the same sort of witchcraft Screwface was doing on what was it? Hard to Kill, License to Kill, that movie with Steven Seagal. Yeah, she doing that same shit. Rum your whole name, get trouble. Yeah, she done got all y'all folks sick. Bet y'all won't take y'all ass to Houston no more. Yep. Yes. Sitting there throwing up blood. What? I ain't never had no gumbo make me throw up blood. Make it make sense.
In my mouth. So I'm like, oh no. So my friend Kayla, the one y'all saw in the video, she's like, oh, I'm finna call an ambulance. You need to go to the hospital right now. And I start screaming and I'm like, don't call no ambulance, bitch. I can't afford no medical bill, no trip, no ambulance trip.
What you mean don't call the ambulance? You throwing up blood, bitch. You're not finna die in my house and somebody tell you I done murdered you. Now we not doing that. Not doing that.
No, none of that. Like, just bring me to my truck for real and I go, just throw up shit or whatever at home and get myself together. So I had already been saying I was ready to go because I was supposed to go to another party. My cousin was having a party and all my people was gonna be there. So we supposed to leave. And I was gonna go back to my truck and then go there. Did not make it. Okay, so I get back to my truck, I drive home. I got the chills immediately after I threw up. So I threw up blood, then I had the chills. Get home.
Threw up blood, I had the chills. Does this not sound like you in the stages of dying? Does this not sound like somebody that like they look like they ain't long for the world? You got chills, your mouth watery, you sweating, your eyes swollen, your neck thick, you're throwing up blood, you're shitting. Yeah. Just from this whole situation alone, I think I might be good on gumbo for a while.
I just got naked. I washed my face and I just laid down. Like, I was scared to get in the tub. I'm like, oh shit, I just need to lay down, back and forth to the bathroom, laying down, wake up. My goddamn eyes are swollen. My eyes hurt. Like my eyes are sore and my eyes are swollen. So I'm like, okay, something ain't right. And I told my mama, first of all, it was like soup. And then now I'm sick as a dog. And she was just like, oh, so the reviews was real. Like, that shit is true. I'm like, yes, mama, like, this shit is crazy. I'm sick.
The reviews is real. That shit is true. We need to stop all this, man. How many times is a motherfucker gonna tell you, hey, they ain't right over there? Well, let me just go see for myself. Yeah, now look at you. Listen to the review when it comes to going to clubs, going to certain grocery stores, certain food establishments. You got to look at the reviews because them folk in there, they're going to tell you the truth. If I'd have read the reviews and they said people was getting sick, I'd have never took my ass around there.
So my stomach hurt right now. Like, y'all, the health department, I'm going to record it when the health department call me back because they told me they had inspectors right now. They're testing everything because at the end of the day, it don't matter if we related or not. Y'all need to have y'all should, that can kill somebody. Y'all need to have y'all shit together, especially when you serving all the people. And I knew something was off, y'all. I knew something was off, but I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try it, give my honest review. Y'all get the gumbo. Before I get that X-Man, I'm like, what a line at? If you go to the rodeo, I've been going to the rodeo my whole fucking life, like my whole childhood. This is my first time as an adult. The last time I went was in 2013 when Mary J. Blige performed. So okay. I'm like, why is no line? It's a line. For every food place, every ride, everything is gonna be a line. He talking about some other lines just left.
Cap, there's no line there because these other smart people were listening to the reviews. Not except for you, swole eye, swole neck.
And I'm like, okay, another thing on the side, it say no returns and no refunds. It's fine, no returns and no refunds. And I'm just like, no return on no place at the rodeo except for Mama Tina Gumbo. Do it say no refunds, no returns? And this shit crazy. I should have had, when I was eating the gumbo, I should have had one of my friends recording me. Well, it's my friends' coworkers. I went with my friend coworkers. I should have had them record me when I was eating the gumbo, recorded how I looked at like just like a brown water when you do that. I should record myself eating the gumbo. I should record myself throwing the cup away. I should have had them record me throwing up. I should have had basically everything.
You should have recorded yourself saying you wanted to get to your friend's house so you can get to the bathroom. Sister got a neck like Mike Tyson. She was finna blow them folk bathroom up. That's why they was taking all day. They want, not about to go in my bathroom and fuck shit up.
But I don't do content. I'm not a content creator. I don't like just be recording. I'm not.
That's a great question, Jamie. What person sell gumbo for $27? A cup of some watery witch's brew.
I barely take good pictures and videos and shit. So it's like I'm not a content creator. So it's like everybody's like, where's this? Where's that? But I'm definitely gonna post when the health department call me back and tell me what's going on, why I'm sick, what the fuck is going on with me. And I'm gonna also post my receipt showing where $27 for Mama Tina's gumbo was spent.
That is some almost sad shit to hear, man. Y'all tell me how y'all feeling on that one, man. Moral of the story on that one: stop eating all this food and stop doing everything that you're doing in life off the merit of trying to live like these fucking celebrities. I guarantee you, Mama Knowles make that gumbo. You think she eat that gumbo? I don't think so. But y'all tell me in the comments, man, if y'all ever heard of somebody making gumbo and then making them do all of that. You getting chills, your eyes swollen, your tongue fat, your neck fat, you're throwing up blood, you're shitting, you know what I'm saying? Answer me in the comments, has any sort of gumbo ever made you do anything like that? My man Dom says, I never had gumbo, but no thank you. Put that on hold with trying sushi. Gumbo is cool, but go to Louisiana and go to a real reputable restaurant and get some gumbo. Not no motherfucking Beyonce mama. But moving right along, man, you know what I'm saying? Moving right along, we got the premiere of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. It's dropping tomorrow. I can't wait. Season 1 was fire. It was a slow build to me, but it was still fire. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Charlie Cox. Salute to Vincent D'Onofrio. And salute to Jessica Jones returning in Daredevil Born Again Season 2. They're putting that connective tissue of the Netflix MCU. They're bringing them back into the fold with the regular MCU. All my blurs, all my MCU people, pull up. What we're going to do right now is we're going to have ourselves a little recap of what happened in Season 1, and then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here so y'all will be refreshed and know exactly how to take on Season 2. And if you get a chance, maybe you could binge and just go watch Season 2 for yourself, because it's never going to be exactly what you want it to be if you don't watch it yourself. This is by way of IGN. Salute. Let's check it out.
After the show's first season. Still, there was a lot tackled in that season, and given the amount of media we're all intaking at any given moment, we're guessing you could probably use a refresher on where we left off with the Man Without Fear and his friends and enemies. So let's take a look back at Matt Murdock's journey to date in his first proper Kevin Feige-produced Marvel Studios project, with a recap of Daredevil Born Again's story so far. Since the Netflix Daredevil series ended in 2018, we've gotten a few appearances of Matt Murdock and his alter ego in projects like Spider-Man No Way Home, She-Hulk Attorney at Law,
hey, maybe next time I'm in town I can take you out to dinner,
and in Echo. But Daredevil Born Again finally also brought back his power.
My early prediction, all my peoples that's going to go see the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day, that drops this summer. My early prediction, he's not being shown, but I believe Daredevil is in the movie, and he might even play a prominent role in the movie. Like, it won't be no one and done. He might be throughout the movie, like how they're going to have the Punisher and the Hulk and possibly Jean Grey throughout the movie.
Foggy Nelson and Karen Page, who we'd last seen deciding to restart their law firm with Matt under the expanded name Nelson, Murdoch, and Page. And it seemed like things were going good with the trio a few years later, both personally and professionally, even as Matt and Karen still danced around their continued attraction to each other and the hesitation to act.
I have met the actress that plays Karen Page, Deborah Ann Wolfe, I think that's her name. I met her at last year's Dragon Con here in the A. She's really, really nice, y'all. She's really, really nice. So I get a chance to say stuff like that because normally people in entertainment, movie stars, basketball players are normally assholes. She wasn't. She's a very, very nice person. Salute to Karen Page.
Act on it. But alas, Matt Murdoch's life can never stay happy for too long, with trouble rising again thanks to a case Foggy was working on.
No, just stay there.
In the aftermath of Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, being shot by Echo, and his recuperation and the journey to Oklahoma he took, his wife, Vanessa, had begun to fully run his criminal organization in his absence. And with Wilson increased...
I like how they brought back the original woman who played Vanessa from the Netflix series. They didn't have to bring her back. They very much so could have recast her. They could have recast everybody here except for Daredevil, but salute to them also bringing back Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. I can't see nobody else playing Kingpin but him. The fact that he isn't being considered for a movie, although my earliest prediction, we will see Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin in an actual proper MCU movie as a big bad, possibly in the third Spider-Man movie that will now be in this trilogy. Well, technically it will be Spider-Man 6. I believe they're going to be 3 more movies, counting Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it's all working up to Wilson Fisk being the big bad in the background, and all the heroes are going to have to come together. This is including Daredevil, Punisher, the Iron Fist shall return, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Mike Coulter as Luke Cage. I see him returning. All of these people are going to get together. Echo, White Tiger, they're all going to get together and they're going to be fighting Wilson Fisk and his forces. And it's going to be a 1v1 of Spider-Man versus Wilson Fisk, and how they give him his strength in the MCU in a movie. I can't wait to see.
Acting distant, Vanessa began having an affair with a man named Adam, while also coming to realize the Fisk family's criminal activities were in danger of being undone by a client of Foggy's, Benny Cafaro, who could reveal the truth about how the Fisks have been using Red Hook Port as a cover for their illicit activities. And to put a stop to this, without her husband's knowledge, she hired Benjamin Dex Poindexter.
Salute to the return of the MCU's version of Bullseye. Now, if we can remember in the live action Daredevil movie that they had back in the day with, who was it? What was his name? Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck played as Daredevil. We had Colin Farrell, who's played an array of characters. That brother has so much range. Salute to Colin Farrell. He played the live action version of Bullseye that we ever got. This is a more comic book accurate version of Bullseye. I like my brother Dexter right here. He's vicious. He's crazy. He's got an iron, like mechanical spine that kind of is making him indestructible. It's just adding to more and more of his killer viciousness. And we got to see some of that in the very first episode of Daredevil Born Again. We got to see some of that.
AKA Bullseye, to kill both Benny and Foggy, while first helping get Dex freed from the mental institution he'd been locked up in.
Called Benjamin Cafaro and his lawyer, Foggy Nelson.
At Matt, Foggy, and Karen's usual hangout, Josie's Bar, Bullseye's merciless attack sadly does indeed take out Foggy, along with several other bystanders, leading to a furious fight between Bullseye and a vengeance-fueled Daredevil.
That fight that he had in that bar was so crazy. It reminded me of the hallway fights that they had back in the original Daredevil that was in Netflix. I love that series because those hallway fights, you could see Daredevil, you know what I'm saying? He was giving out punishment and he was also taking damage as well. Is that the dude that can throw it? Yes. Yes, Dom, this is the dude that can throw anything. That man could throw a penny at you and kill you.
Matt has always refused to kill his enemies, but his pain over his best friend's death.
If you see the first episode, look at all these knives he threw in Matt. That's how you know Daredevil was like relentless, bro. He had all these knives stuck in him from the fight that he had with Bullseye, and he kept fighting. He had knives everywhere in him. And Bullseye killed Foggy, which is his best friend in the world. And he threw Bullseye off the top of a building. I see no problems with this. This whole no kill rule, I don't really be with it when it comes to certain villains in some of these different franchises. There are a couple of people. Tell me in the comments if you've ever seen a villain who you like, nah, when they catch this bitch, he needs to go. She needs to go. There are a couple of people who you like, nah, bitch, you need to die now. Lex Luthor, the Joker, Bullseye. You know what I'm saying? These are people that need to go. They don't need to have no repeat to keep coming back, keep coming. Dr. Doom. Once you get these kind of people down, you take them out, bro. All that no kill rule bullshit. You're subjecting the world to future torment.
Caused him to actively attempt to cross that line with Bullseye, who he
the Joker. Yes, nigga. He needs to go. I don't understand why Batman never killed that nigga. Yo, all the times you caught him, just take this nigga the fuck out. I don't think anybody would miss him. Think about every crazy thing the Joker has done in the comics. And if Batman would have went ahead and put him down, none of that would have happened. The Heath Ledger when he needed to go, I don't know. I at the same time, I love a good villain, man. He was a great Joker, brother. I don't know.
Dropped from a building, although the durable Dex did survive. In his anguish, Daredevil...
Hold on now. Heath Ledger Joker was killing judges and police commissioners and shit like that. Hell yeah, he needed to go.
Took off his helmet, leading to his identity being discovered by retired NYPD Detective Cherry, who knew Matt and did keep his secret.
Matt.
The loss of Foggy had huge ramifications, with Nelson, Murdoch, and Page being shut down, and the grieving Karen moving away to San Francisco. Matt once more decided to stop being Daredevil and formed the new law firm Murdoch and McDuffie with his friend, Kirsten McDuffie, while employing Cherry as a private investigator. During this time, Wilson Fisk had worked hard to fully rehabilitate his...
He brought Cherry back as a private investigator to keep that motherfucker close to him because he's the only one who knew you were Daredevil. Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
And formed the new law firm Murdoch and McDuffie with his friend, Kirsten McDuffie, while employing Cherry as a private investigator. During this time, Wilson Fisk had worked hard to fully rehabilitate his image after deciding to run for mayor of New York, telling Vanessa he felt they would need to step away from actively being involved in the criminal empire they'd been running in order to protect his reputation.
I don't get how the MCU's version of New York knows that Kingpin is a whole criminal and he was able to still run from some sort of legal office. He still became mayor. Tell me, how does a criminal, let's just say they might have 37 felonies. How does somebody like that become a mayor or a president?
It's time.
And while Daredevil was no longer fighting crime, an increasing number of costume vigilantes in New York now included the likes of Hector Ayala, aka the White Tiger, and the wealthy Jack Duquesne, whose experience helping fight the Kingpin-backed tracksuit mafia, alongside Kate Bishop, had eventually led to him becoming a masked swordsman known as, well, the Swordsman.
Are you okay?
Never been better.
I'm not.
A year after Foggy's death, Matt begins dating therapist Heather Glenn. Fisk, meanwhile...
Matt is a whole player. I want everybody to know that. As a matter of fact, that might be one of my AKAs from now on, AKA the cited Matt Murdock. That dude take down more women than motherfucking James Bond.
Has assembled a new inner circle that includes the young and ambitious Daniel Blake, the ruthless Buck Cashman, who's on hand if Fisk needs to delve into his old ways a bit more directly, and longtime political advisor Sheila Rivera, who finds herself increasingly challenged by Fisk's highly unorthodox ways.
If you have any sort of respect for yourself, respect for the law, respect for the system, you wouldn't have been in the likes of trying to represent no former criminal with all the stuff that he did. Dom says, and the OG James Bond he was a sniper. He was pulling. James Bond would have 2-3 different girls in one movie. Matt Murdock be having 2-3 different women in one season.
If we could get back to the agenda.
With the tide of the election turning in Fisk's favor, Matt requests a meeting, and having spent so much time at each other's throats, the two old enemies are amused at where they find themselves, though Matt also warns Fisk that while he'd like to believe his claims that he's changed his ways, he'll be ready for him if he proves to be lying. But Fisk in turn warns Matt that as mayor, he will have zero tolerance for costume vigilantes.
I like this whole interaction that they had because he was basically telling Fisk, like, yo, he was like, yo, if you decide to become the kingpin again, I'm on your ass. And then he hit him with the, Matt, because, Matt, his senses are heightened because of that whole sight problem that he has, even though he can see better than most people. But, when the kingpin was walking up to the table, Matt tells him, your footsteps are a little lighter. He was like, you lost some weight. And he tells him, Matt, I will not spar you. I won't spar you. And as a matter of fact, if you decide to be Daredevil again, I will bring the entire legal system that New York City has to offer upon your head. So he threatened him. You become Daredevil again, I'm on your ass.
I will not tolerate people running around in silly costumes.
I was just playing. I didn't know I sounded like that.
Soon after, Fisk does indeed win and becomes New York's new mayor, though Vanessa is not exactly thrilled. Fisk ends up revealing to her that he knows about the affair with Adam, and when Vanessa asks that Adam not be killed, he promises that he won't be. Of course, that doesn't stop him from secretly keeping Adam his prisoner. And though Wilson and Vanessa certainly have enough reasons to go to therapy, Wilson manipulates it so they specifically go to Heather, working to get her to see him sympathetically.
Hold on. Dom, since you here, you see the Heather girl, right? Just pay attention to her. Like I said, one of my new AKAs is about to be the sighted Mac Murdock. He's a sniper.
As he plays up the violence that he suffered at the hands of a vigilante.
I'm here because I don't want to lose my wife.
When Hector Ayala intervenes in what looks like a mugging, it leads to the inadvertent death of one of the assailants, who turns out to be a cop. And
they shouldn't have been mugging somebody.
Matt is hired to defend Hector. Learning the truth about Hector's alter ego from Cherry, Matt takes the big risk of revealing Hector is the White Tiger during the trial, successfully using Hector's history of heroism throughout the city to get him acquitted.
Okay, Hector Ayala, aka the White Tiger. I wasn't able to stop it in time, but he wears a necklace that like gives him ancient superpowers of like the agility of a cat and strength and all that. And I want to say that that necklace is passed down from person to person in his family. He became a vigilante because Daredevil stepped down. Spider-Man's a street level vigilante, you could say. And as a matter of fact, Spider-Man's running around right now being a vigilante by himself, but he's kind of on a bigger level. The people who handle like gangsters, muggings, and things of that nature, it's people like Daredevil. Daredevil stepped down, which made White Tiger step up.
However, in retribution, Hector is murdered soon after by one of a growing number of violent local cops who wear the logo of the Punisher, believing they operate in the same manner that Frank Castle does. Though he can't help but get involved in some physical altercations from time to time, Matt still resists becoming Daredevil again, even as the city is stalked by a killer known as Muse, someone who uses the blood of his victims as part of the art he's leaving all around.
Sicko. The Muse guy was fire. See, this is what I'm telling y'all. These is one of these characters where you like, nah, when you catch him, bitch, you gotta go. He was killing people, ripping them apart, and using their blood to make fucking murals all over the city to get Wilson Fisk fucking attention and Daredevil's attention. Dude's a whole sicko. You don't let nobody like this back out into the streets. You don't put nobody like this in no motherfucking insane asylum. Bitch, you need to go to hell where you fucking came from.
Around the city. But Matt's discovery of the Punisher logo on the bullet casing that killed Hector has him seek out Frank Castle, who once more tries to push his own darker, more
Salute to John Barenthal returning as the Punisher. And in my opinion, he's a comic book accurate Punisher from the way that he moves, the way that he fights, his appearance, and the way that he talks.
Murderous path on Matt, insisting Foggy's death weighs on him more than he'll admit. While Matt leaves their meeting very much rejecting becoming another Punisher, he does begin to train with his Daredevil Billy Club again. During an adventure that was mostly standalone in nature, although it did involve some criminals working for Luca, a member of Fisk's organization who was badly in need of money the Fisk's ordering him to pay, Matt has to use some quick thinking to take down a group of bank robbers.
He did this shit so smooth. He didn't have to dress up or nothing. And he even got into it on a 1v1 outside of the bank, and he broke somebody's leg. I mean, just snapped it in two. Salute to Disney Plus for not toning down the violence that happens in these Netflix MCU TV shows. Don't tone the violence down, because that's what we love. That's what we love. I love when Matt gets in these fights and then he got to go to the doctor and get somebody to patch him up because he done got his ass whipped a little bit. That's realism. Let's see it.
Assistance from kindly assistant bank manager Yusuf Khan. Yusuf, of course, is the father to Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, and this experience together leads Yusuf to invite Matt over for dinner with his family. Dang, Matt, I mean, between Spider-Man, She-Hulk and Hulk, and now Miss Marvel, you've got quite the list of fellow superheroes and their families you're
Matt took down Miss Marvel too, remember that.
Hanging out with for such a brooding guy.
Jen, I
Excuse me, nasty, not Miss Marvel. Matt took down She-Hulk.
could use a full counsel.
Took her down so good, he hit it once and she took him to a family cookout.
At an event with New York's elite, including Jack and hey, Dana from the pit. Fisk learned how much resistance there still was to the changes he was trying to push through in the city, including his project to pour money into Red Hook Port and his focus on targeting vigilantes. Fisk then went about forming his special anti-vigilante task force, made up of violent and corrupt police officers like Connor Powell, who tried to blame Hector for the death of his partner, and Cole North, the cop who actually killed Hector. When Muse takes Angela Del Toro, Hector's niece, Matt decides the time has come to find
Biggs, you gone too far. It took for Muse to kidnap a little girl for him to suit up. You know, not the fact that he was killing people and using their skin on the wall as a painting. That didn't move nobody. He had to kidnap a little girl to do it. Okay. Talk about your morals and principles here.
Finally once more donned the Daredevil costume instead of calling the cops. Or, as Matt puts it, Daredevil is able to save Angela from Muse and his creepy, blood-draining ways, though the well-trained Muse more than holds his own in their fight, and he does manage to escape. Wow.
It does remind you of the Rorschach mask. I know exactly what you're talking about, but he's way sicker than Rorschach. Way sicker. You got to watch the season.
Fisk learns that Matt has resumed the costumed identity that he loathes so much.
He's back.
Has his alter ego, Bastian Cooper, Muse then approaches Heather under the guise of seeking therapy before revealing who he really is, taking her captive and intending to kill her and drain her blood for his next dark piece of art. Matt arrives as Daredevil and the two fight once more before Heather shoots and kills Muse. And in the aftermath, Heather lets it be known.
Salute to Heather for taking that psychopath off the map, for taking him off the board. You don't lock nobody like that up. Did you see him lay down the white sheet? He was finna go to work on that woman. No, you gotta go.
To Matt that she sees both Muse and Daredevil as similar violent threats, further embracing Fisk's anti-costume vigilante philosophies. And it seems like maybe she's on the road to figuring out that Matt is Daredevil?
I think he said maybe.
Who?
Daredevil.
With the bank robbery a bust, Luca dared to tell Fisk he would not pay his debt, believing he had an ally in Vanessa, because he'd seen her own frustrations with how Fisk had them now operating versus when she was in charge. And she tells him where to go to kill Fisk, but it's a trap that Vanessa and Fisk set together, and Buck takes out Luca instead.
Thank you, Buck.
Some real Kingpin shit. My man always eating him some sort of steak. That boy Kingpin eat good, man.
Wanting to fully mend things between them, Fisk reveals to Vanessa that he has Adam held captive. And Vanessa decides she's willing to wipe the slate clean the Fisk way by, naturally, killing Adam herself. Oh, look at these two sick.
You should kill Adam yourself. We still married and we took a motherfucking break and you ain't got a whole boyfriend? Yeah. In order to prove to me that you still love me, take him out. Yeah, now that was cold-blooded.
Goes reconnecting over murder. Beginning to realize there is more to Foggy's death, Matt visits Dex in prison, wanting him to admit, incorrectly, sorry Matt, that it was Wilson Fisk who hired him to kill Foggy. Matt ends up hurting Dex, who uses his trip to the prison infirmary to break out soon after in a classic Bullseye manner. At a ball for the mayor, Matt uses his powers to eavesdrop on the Fisks, and he finds out that it was Vanessa who ordered the hit on Foggy. Moments later, Bullseye attempts to kill the Fisks, with Kingpin's life only being saved when Matt takes the bullet meant for his longtime enemy.
You too good of a person. You too good of a person. That boy took a bullet for Kingpin after he just told him, I'm on your ass if you go back to being a hero in this city. You took a bullet for that dude. I want to know what Matt was thinking then.
But sorry, Matt, this hardly has Wilson filled with gratitude, because not only does he decide to drop any pretense of playing by the rules when it comes to hunting down vigilantes,
There'll be no body cams, no due process, no warrants.
But Fisk decides he wants.
Fisk basically told that little unit of cops that are hunting vigilantes in New York, he basically told them, you don't have to go by protocol. If you catch a vigilante masked up, dead him on sight. That is crazy to give that kind of power to people like that. Dom said, bro, you wouldn't believe this when I say, but I feel like we reviewed this Daredevil before. Nah, we didn't review this one before. What we did was we probably reviewed the first 3 seasons that were on Netflix originally. I probably did that at some point. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is definitely my first time talking about what happened in season 1. Or it could be a review. I might have talked about the whole thing, but I'm giving everybody a refresher so they can wake up and go see it tomorrow when it drops. Shit is actually giving me a refresher. I smoke so goddamn much, I forget the little intricacies that happen in between here that lead things into how they go into the second season. I might end up having to go back. So it's helping me out too.
It's Matt killed in his hospital bed to make it look like the heroic lawyer died thanks to a costumed maniac, both to remove any more Daredevil problems and also because it'll further Fisk's agenda, all while Fisk causes a citywide blackout to justify sealing off the city and increase the public's panic and thereby their reliance on him to be the one to help. As Fisk hopes, the blackout causes looting and rioting, with his police force brazenly killing and framing suspects, labeling them as more masked vigilantes.
Jesus, Bert, he's just a kid. No. It's a masked vigilante.
Oh, dirty police. You shot that little boy and then put a mask on him.
Matt, in the meantime, escapes back to his home, where none other than the Punisher is there to help him, even while members of the anti-vigilante task force, led by Cole, arrive to kill Matt. Of course, now these guys are about to take on both Daredevil and the Punisher together and learn the folly of their ways.
Punisher.
Even though Daredevil...
See, outside of Blade, Punisher might be my second favorite overall character in the Marvel universe. So it's Blade, Magneto, and Punisher. Because again, the Punisher don't play with nobody. He's not trying to lock you up. You do too much, you gonna go on home and meet the Father. We gonna send you where the fuck you need to be.
Realizes that it's Cole who killed Hector, he still resists Frank's urging to outright murder Cole. But moments later is the end for both Cole and for Matt's apartment, as Daredevil and the Punisher barely escape when a grenade is thrown inside. Matt and Frank are then brought to safety by the surprise return of Karen Page, who was the one who called Frank to ask him to help Matt after she heard Bullseye had escaped.
Get in.
Shotgun.
Matt and Karen then find the files for Foggy's case, realizing the full extent of what he was uncovering about Red Hook Port and how its status has a free port, except for
none. Think about it, bro. If you were Batman and you ran into the Joker and the Joker just did his first mass murder and you catch him as Batman, you beat shit down his leg to the point of death, do you stop or you be like, nah, bitch, if I don't get you up out of here, you're going to do something worse? I mean, it's a moral call. You know what I'm saying? It's a moral call. I'm with the Punisher. You out of line, you do something out of line, I'm going to punish you. And it's going to be a forever punishment. Ain't no 3 months, ain't no watch TV. You going to just stay in that little room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. You're going to come on in the room. That's what's going to happen to you. So I fuck with the Punisher.
U.S. jurisdiction is allowing the Fisks to use it as a hub for all sorts of illegal activity. Frank, in the meantime, directly attacks the anti-vigilante task force on his own, only to be captured by them, with Pal trying to recruit Frank by pulling the old "we're not so different, you and I" routine, and calling Frank an inspiration to them all.
Hey, you're fucking mine, you know that? You're a bunch of clowns, you know that?
So that's a maybe, right, Frank? Oh, and in the midst of all of this, we should mention that young journalist B.B. Urich has befriended...
Hold on. If we're being honest, This nigga Joker tried poisoning the whole Gotham. He got to go and add an extra 12 feet. Think about what the Joker did. If you've ever seen the animated version of it or read it or whatever, the Dark Knight Returns, when Batman got old and he had to come back because the Joker got out. Think about what he did when he was on that talk show. He murdered everybody in the audience just to get Batman to come see him. You gotta go. You ain't been out of the asylum 5 minutes. You murdered a whole studio audience. You gotta go. Sorry. Go on, meet the father. Come on in the room.
Did Daniel Blake, using him for access to Fisk and to get continued information on Fisk's activities. Though she feigns ignorance, she very correctly believes that Fisk is the one who killed her uncle, reporter Ben Urich, and she's been playing the long game to help take Fisk down.
See, she's not wrong about that. In the original Netflix series, Fisk did kill her uncle. He choked that man to death, beat him down, bust his head open and all that. Pure strength, hand to hand, man to man. Fisk got him up out of there. Ben Urich was played by Vondi Curtis, if y'all know who that is or whatever. Yeah, Fisk choked him until his eyes popped out of his head, bro. Here's the thing about knowing information on these kind of dangerous people. Sometimes what you know will get you dead.
He makes contact with Police Commissioner Gallo, who's staunchly anti-Fisk, and he's willing to give BB information about the members of the anti-vigilante task force in order to use it against the mayor, but that never comes to be. Because Gallo also makes the mistake of turning to Sheila for support, only for her to decide to fully embrace the dark side and go all in on the awfulness she has seen swirling around her boss, telling Fisk about Gallo's plans to go to the governor for help. And Fisk swiftly puts a stop to Gallo giving up any valuable info on him by literally tearing.
Bruh, he took your man's head and put, you know how like you crush a soda can? He crushed my man's head like a soda can, like crumpled it up, turned it a couple of ways like a Rubik's Cube, and then just dumped him. Ugh. This might be the most violent kill I've ever seen in the MCU.
Gallo's face apart in what may be the gnarliest, nastiest moment in any MCU project to date.
That's a fact.
Any questions?
No.
When Daredevil and Karen
No, ain't no questions. You said you want what done? You got to be dog.
find the anti-vigilante task force, Matt has to listen to reason when Karen notes he's both vastly outnumbered and he's currently nursing a very recent gunshot wound, and he'd be destined to lose this fight if he rushed in alone.
I'm going to take this city back, Karen. We need an army.
The next morning, Fisk recruits Heather as his new commissioner of mental health. And
by the way, Matt took down Heather too. He's a sniper.
Though we never saw her and Matt officially break up, it sure wasn't looking good. And then Fisk announces his so-called Safer Streets initiative, declaring all vigilante activity is illegal while putting New York City under martial law.
Meaning that everything that Spider-Man does is against the law. So when we see him in this movie, along with the Punisher and early prediction, Daredevil's also in the movie, everything that they're going to be doing to save people, technically these guys are criminals in the eyes of New York law.
Never forget, I love New York.
At Josie's, Matt and Karen begin to gather a resistance to Fisk, which includes Cherry, a few other anti-Fisk cops, and oh hell yeah, is that Jessica Jones sitting at the bar? Oh wait, no, it's another cop, Angie Kim, who's a pal of Cherry's, and that's cool, but wouldn't Matt want his superpowered buddies to help too? Well,
okay, my early prediction for season 2, because we know for a fact Jessica Jones is returning. We know for a fact she's returning. She is back. My early prediction is we could see the Iron Fist or Luke Cage by the end of this season.
Cool, but wouldn't Matt want his superpower?
Salute to Kristen Ritter for returning as Jessica Jones. We are definitely going to see her in season 2.
Powered buddies to help too? Well, good thing Jessica is on her way in season 2. In the meantime, we left off with things looking bleak for most of the main characters, with even Bullseye sharing in this glumness. But things are going great for Wilson and Vanessa Fisk, who toast to their marriage, to controlling the city, and of course to evil, as we also see they've taken several power players prisoner, including Jack.
They got the swordsman. I forgot they had him captive at the end of the season.
Jack and Frank. But Frank's captivity doesn't last that long, as he lures a gullible guard close, the better to get the drop on him and escape off to his own adventures, both in his upcoming Disney Plus special and in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Thanks.
But as for Matt and his resistance group against the Kingpin, we'll see how they progress when Daredevil Born Again returns for season 2 on March 24th.
So hold on. This means it's a good chance that either season 2 or season 3 we could see, or maybe even season 4, we could see Spider-Man making a crossover, and he would be one of the people that actually came from the movies into a MCU TV show. We could possibly see that. I can't wait to see it. Spider-Man joining the resistance against Kingpin, and they all coming together on some street level Avengers shit. I'm here to see it. Well, y'all know what time it is, man. The session's over with. I am fried, died, and laid to the motherfucking side. This was a good one for a Monday. Salute to everybody that pulled up in the chat, man, with a good, bad, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Salute, salute, salute. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Offenders Initiative podcast. Thank y'all for the sesh. We out.